Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 23 of Verbal Graffiti with your host, Brian Glass, aka the B-Man. Pow, pow, 1, 2. I went like this because obviously 23 is for Michael Jordan. I had originally wanted to collect sports cards of Michael Jordan. If you check on eBay, though, you'll realize they are way too expensive, and that is why I settled on Derek Jeter. Before we get into tonight's episode, I have two things on the agenda to address. Number one, this past weekend, I went to New York City. I do so once every month or so because it's my favorite place to be. I don't have anything planned. I go, I meander around, I be one with the people. I take in the culture, the smells, the scents, the good, the bad, there's a lot of subway smells. The thing I noticed this past weekend, though, is that the fashion there has changed drastically the past couple of years. What's in style now, or at least what I observed, is very baggy clothing. Everyone kind of looks like a Kurt Cobain knockoff. Everyone's wearing kind of like Jenko jeans. I felt like I was in the middle of a Missy Elliott video from the 90s. Remember that one where she had like the black trash bag where it was baggy? No. Maybe I'm getting old, and that's why I don't like the fashion. And again, who am I to be talking about clothing when I have about 6 t-shirts, many of which I've reworn on Verbal Graffiti already? But I will not be wearing jeans with like a size 33 waist on the ankle. That is not for me. And I will not be peer pressured into it by cool kids from Brooklyn and Queens. Number two, I've been to a few bars the past couple of months, dive bars that is, where I notice any bar that gives you like a poker chip for a free drink is an okay bar with me. Those are salt of the earth type bars, servers, and I appreciate those free chips very much. Hey, you order 3 PBRs, next one's on us. Thank you very much. If you know any bars like this or dive establishments in New York or Connecticut, let the B-Man know, and I'll go have a drink with you there. Okay, with all that preamble out of the way, let's get into the next part of the episode, 23. This one comes from the subreddit. Being a picky eater as an adult is embarrassing. I can understand not liking a food item or two, but disliking vegetables in general and living off processed garbage while refusing to try anything new is wrong. I am not saying you need to be a gourmet, but expand your horizons a bit. You will be amazed by the new flavors you discover. I'll say this. If we go to a restaurant together, I am not going to order the rice pilaf with the sunchokes and the black trumpets, or I'm not going to order the grazed oxtail with the green seasoning aioli and thumbella carrots. I'm as basic an eater as there is. I'm going to order grilled cheese, steak and potatoes, spaghetti and meatballs. When I go to Taco Bell, I order an original crunchy taco with 2 hot sauce packets. When I get Chinese food, basic. I get boiled dumplings and General Chow chicken. When I go to Chipotle, I get a chicken burrito with guac. No sour cream, no queso. When I go to McDonald's, I'm getting 3 McDoubles, a small fry, and I'm up for it. If I'm up for it, I'm going to get a small milkshake. I think you get what I'm getting at here. I am as basic vanilla ice cream as they come with food, and I am okay with that. And I'm not going to be looked down upon or scoffed at by gourmet eaters telling me I have the palate of a 12-year-old. So what if I do? All right? My tongue likes what my tongue likes. And what my tongue likes is chicken nuggets and vagina. And I'm okay with that, and I'm not going to change. I don't go to many upscale restaurants, but when I do, I'm usually not paying for it because, again, I don't have a lot of money here yet at Verbal Graffiti. But this is my mindset when I walk into an upscale restaurant. 1, I'm taking as many mints at the hostess desk, whatever that is. I'm taking as many of those as I can, putting them in my pocket. But when we go to the table and we order food, here's what my mind's at. It's like, okay, we're at an upscale restaurant. The main entree is going to be $50 to $75. I'm going with a known commodity 100 out of 100 times. Give me chicken parm. That's what I'm ordering every time. I'm not going to spend $75 on something I've never tasted before and find out it tastes like cow testicles and then have to stop by McDonald's on the way home to get 3 McDoubles to fill my stomach up. No, that's not happening. I'll get frisky with the appetizer. You want to do something we've never had that we don't know how to pronounce on the menu? Yeah, I'll order that as an appetizer. But for a main entree, no. I'm going chicken parm. I'm going anything chicken with no I don't want any special sauce that's going to ruin the taste of my chicken or my beef. Give me broccoli, give me steak, give me chicken parm, give me meatballs. Give me something with this American cheese on it. Anything other than that, I'm not straying. I know my lane. I know my $75, and I don't want to ruin that. And here's another thing that I don't. Here's how I think of food. You can order something super fancy, and you're trying for the first time. Maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. And I'm going to get my basic white bitch meal and enjoy it. But here's the thing. 3 hours from now, we're both going to poop that food out. And both of our poop is going to be the same. Stinky and brown. So I'm content having food that I know I like while you can be a gourmet foodie and you could look down at me for that. But fuck you. Live and let live. Anyways, 12-year-olds, they have more fun. You know, give me chicken nuggets and give me some crayons so that I can write on the menu as I eat. I don't need to be an adult in regards to food. I am very content with my non-expanded tongue palate, whatever you want to call it. With that out of the way, let's go to a segment now. Officer, why am I being interrogated? I was going for a run. The fact that the police were behind me is happenstance. I was not taking a piss in the alley. I'm innocent. You have no DNA evidence. You want to know the truth? The truth? I'm a 2-beer queer. Are you happy? I can't hold my liquor. Yes, I'm a 2-beer queer and I was peeing in the alley. Every episode, I tell myself, have good posture, sit upright, and I never do. This chair just makes me slouch, which I normally do anyways, but I just feel so deformed and just like a slug in this chair, but I do love it, and I'll promise to try to have better posture. I remember those, why am I talking about this? Remember those erotic novels, the new ones I bought that I showed you last week? How can you forget? I'm going to cut the covers off and put them back here because that's how I think I'm going to get more of a following, is with more smut. No, Brian, be funnier. Be funnier. But I'm going to do it. Let's get to the next Reddit I found. How do I, female 19, what up? Tell my boyfriend, male 22, that I'm not going to quit doing modeling gigs. Here we go. We've been dating for 3 years now, and I really enjoy being in a relationship with him. We're not living together yet. I've been doing small-scale modeling gigs for quite a while now to pay off my bills during college, and it's working out pretty well for me. I bet it is. I used to do mostly regular clothes, but lately I've been getting a lot of gigs for swimwear and underwear as well. This obviously pays more, yes it does, and it's also more work, but I think the extra pay is worth it. Now do you? My boyfriend, however, thinks I shouldn't do these types of things while I'm in a relationship with him, and is worried something might happen. He wants me to quit doing swimwear, underwear modeling, but I don't want to do this at all. How should I talk to him about this? First of all, no photos? Come on, show us what you look like in that underwear. Your boyfriend, his concerns are warranted because what he's seeing is exactly what I believe I am seeing. And what we're seeing is a pattern, a concerning pattern, if you will. What your boyfriend and I see is a pattern of you modeling regular clothes last year. This year, you're modeling underwear and bikinis. And what your boyfriend is worried is next year, you'll be doing tasteful nudes. And that 3 years from now, you'll be doing your first on-screen double penetration scene. And you can say all you want. Oh, no. I'm not going to do that, boyfriend. I promise. I will never do full nude, full penetration. But like Ted DiBiase said, everybody's got a price. And you've proven you're willing to take the money for more skin. You know, I'm sure when you started modeling, you said you would never do panties and brasiers, and now you're doing that. Now you're in your head, you're telling your boyfriend, I'll never do nudes. But there's going to be some photographer or camera person or pimp that's going to come to you and like this, like, hey, honey, why don't you unhook that bra and I'll give you an extra $500. It's like one of those public agent videos. If you know, you know. And this is what your boyfriend, your boyfriend, he likes you. Maybe he even loves you, but he doesn't want to date a whore. And that's what you're going to be in a very near future. Now, I know we're supposed to use the term sex worker, but that's what you're going to be. When you're having sex on screen with Adam 22, and that's what I see in my crystal ball, you're going to be doing within the next 18 to 36 months, that's what you'll be, a whore. And I don't say that insultingly, because I love a whore. I love them. They're kind of like, I have relationships with them online, although I don't pay for OnlyFans. But I can understand your boyfriend not wanting to be with you. I wouldn't want to be with you if you were a whore, but I like looking at you, but I don't want to date you. You just have to understand that. See, you're young, you're beautiful. I assume you have a curvy, nice figure, although you didn't show us photos. So you're going to break up with your boyfriend once you start doing nude photos and sex scenes on camera. And since you're young and beautiful, finding boys to date in the future is not going to be a problem for you. There's going to be plenty to have who will be bowing the knee to you. What you need to think about, though, is the future. Years from now, when you want to have a long-term, committed, monogamous relationship, finding a nice guy who's willing to look past your whore past might prove difficult, maybe even challenging. And you just have to, it's hard to tell you at 19 to think like that, but that's how you have to think, and you probably won't. So what you should do now is just take the money and run, like that song says. And like Ted DiBiase, everybody's got a price. You've shown you're willing to move the goalpost. You're going to enjoy the money now. It's probably going to ruin any future relationship you're going to have. Let's say late 20s, early 30s to mid 30s. But that's life. That's life. That's just the way it is. And you're going to learn the hard way years from now. But hey, get all the money while you can. RIP, IP to your boyfriend now, because this relationship is going to be donezo by the 2024 presidential election. And like we said, I know I've said it time and time again, this segment, but all of us here at Verbal Graffiti, we love a whore. So when you do start doing that whore type work on camera, let us know your handle, and I'll send all our audience over to you, and we'll be very thankful for it. Till next time, till next episode. Oh yeah, go suck a fat one. What did I do wrong? No, I had no involvement in 9/11. Can I have some more goldfish?